Let's take a look at what happened with Tesla yesterday. We closed at 248.71, up $12.45. That's 5.27%. Let's take a look at the facts and then let's take a look at the strategies we can use to profit from that. So, facts first, we are still into our broad downward channel. This is the broader downward channel. And yes, we had the smaller, shallower downward channel up to February, up to the end of February approximately. And then we started to go back lower into the bigger, broader channel. So now I am happy to say that we are back into our shallower downward channel. So this is an improvement. We are coming back into it. Also, since March 10th, we have been going sideways. We have our congestion zone between 217.65 and 250.214. So we have been going sideways since that time. We have been going sideways. This is an improvement. And remember, in March 11th, we started to make higher lows, but then we checked if we were going to break our resistance at 252.14, and we did not. So we did not buy. That's fantastic. Now we have been doing the same thing for the past 4 days. We have been making higher lows. We have not yet crossed 252.14, but let's take a look at what this means on the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, we started, this is the resistance at 252.14, and these are the first higher lows that we were making that did not yield anything, and we fell down lower. This is perfectly fine because we did not buy above 252.14 because we never went above 252.14. Now, on Wednesday, we started accumulating, look at this right here. We started accumulating close to 238.09, 238.09 right here. And at the same time, we could not go lower than 229.28. So this was a really tiny, very narrow congestion zone. Each time we have an accumulation close to a resistance and then we break that resistance, this is a buy. So on the 1-hour chart, we had a buy yesterday on Friday. We had a buy right here at 11:30. We had a buy because we had stochastic over 60 because we broke outside of our downward diagonal resistance right here. This is when we broke above it. And also we broke and closed above 238.09 right here. So boom, this was a buy signal. This was a buy signal on the 1-hour chart. Boom. So you could have entered right here at 11:30. And now if you did, you are in profit. Okay, so this was an intraday play. An intraday play, it can allow you to make a little bit of money while waiting for a bigger move on the 1-hour chart. Right now, we are getting close to 252.14. So because we have a resistance at that number, we should be giving in. This is the expected behavior. So if you entered yesterday in the morning and are into profit, start thinking about taking profit. If you have not already done so at the end of the day yesterday, you can start thinking about taking profit next week. Then if we break higher than 252.14, then this is going to be another buy signal, another chance to get in if you did not get in on this 238 breakout. As I mentioned on the daily chart, it is going to be harder to get stochastic over 60, which is an important criteria that we like to have. Yes, we can say that we have broken above our downward channel resistance. This is done. If we break above 252.14, we can say that we have the second criteria, a break above a horizontal resistance. Stochastic over 60 is not going to be there. So if these two criteria happen, this is going to be a riskier buy. It can work, but just know that it is riskier. And if we have that buy, it's really possible that we cave into 273.79. So on the daily chart, we are not yet ready to really have a nice, clean buy signal like we had in the past. All these yellow arrows are buy signals that we called. So we are not yet there. We are not yet at a really nice, clean daily buy signal. It does not mean that there is not some possibilities to make money like we did here and like we should be able to do if we break 252.14. But this is not a put your money in and don't look. If you put your money in, you need to keep watching because, as I mentioned, we could be having a turn back. If we break 252.14, this is going to be more of a 1 hour play than a daily play. And if we play on the 1 hour chart, each candle equals 1 hour, and we need to watch the trade every hour. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. VIX is lower than 20. We like it lower than 20, and we like it as low as possible. We are at 1927. We dropped 2.6% yesterday. We have some support again at 19. If we break that early next week, then this should be going a nice push to many stocks to go up. Bonds are not too bad. They are still below 4.33. We like to see this. Dow Jones, we are still in the pullback phase. We are still into a downward channel. So Dow Jones is still going down, but we are pulling back right here. So we are pulling back. We don't have stochastic over 60. It's hard to trust this a lot. We could be coming back down at any point. When we start breaking 42,343, which is right here, once we start breaking this downward resistance, and once stochastic is going to get over 60, then we are going to be able to say that, okay, that downward channel is gone. We should be having a nice push to maybe 43,000. But so far, this has not yet happened. SPX, the same thing. We are bouncing back. Having a hard time with 56.72, a really hard time. Maybe next week we are going to get it. Stochastic is not there. We are still in a pulling back phase. We are still into this downward channel for now. Nasdaq, the same thing. Nice pullback. Nice day on Friday. We are still going down and things are not all good. Russell is a good example. We had a nice pullback right smack to the 21-day moving average. Look at this. Right smack on it, and now we are caving in. So this is what could be happening also with Dow Jones. The moving average is getting close. SPX, the moving average is a little bit farther away, but this is what could be happening. A further move down. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. We are getting piped into our Discord community. Elon Musk's Tesla recalls every single Cybertruck ever delivered to fix stainless steel panels, which have been coming loose and falling off. I think it's not that bad. It seems to be just like a trim piece. And yes, in this case, this is really a recall because this cannot be fixed with a software update. U.S. Attorney General said a wave of vandalism and arson attacks at Tesla dealership is terrorism. Tesla vandals face up to 20 years in prison. That should help a little bit. We have Tesla that closes Montgomery Mall showroom for no apparent reason. Maybe it's nothing. Many not so good news, but this is why we do technical analysis, because it is when the news are at the worst that sometimes we get a pullback and things are starting to improve. It's hard to believe, but I bring you back to April 8th, 2020, when COVID was just starting and the world was shutting down. It was the time to buy Tesla stock. Because why? Because we broke outside of a downward resistance, a diagonal resistance. So this was effectively a channel. Then we broke above a horizontal resistance, and then we had stochastic over 60. So we had the three criteria, and then the rest is history. You would have bought at $30, and now it's at 248. So yes, news is one thing, but the big institutions are doing something else. We are relying on facts. We are relying on technical analysis in order to decide when to buy and sell. And technical analysis is looking at the tug of war between buyers and sellers. And when we see an improvement in the tug of war, when we see one side winning more than the other, we can join into that side. And this is exactly what we saw on Friday. I'm not saying that Tesla is going back to 500 anytime soon, but we are seeing the first wins from buyers. How long will this win last? I don't know. Nobody knows, and we don't need to know. We are just going to find out as it happens and act as it happens. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday in our Tesla Weekly Live. You need to be a Daily Trader community member in order to attend. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.